I've been seeing these charm necklaces everywhere and I want one, but I don't want to pay the price of it. So we're gonna go to my local secondhand craft store and see if we can make our own. Come on, let's go. Okay, I found some cute charms at the secondhand craft store, but now I need a chain, so let's go to Hobby Lobby. All right, I am back from Hobby Lobby. So I was able to find a lot of charms, like my main charms at, oh, I'm out of breath. Why am I out of breath? Whew. Find the main charms at my secondhand thrift store that I like to go to, which was amazing because their charms are 4 for $1. So they're 25 cents each, which is great deals, and they're unique and secondhand and all that good stuff. But unfortunately, they did not have any chains or like jump rings or really anything like that. So I kind of had to go get the basic stuff at Hobby Lobby. And I got lucky because, this is not related to this project, but I'll show you it in a second. But I got lucky because a lot of the stuff was on sale for 50% off. So I've got a pretty good deal. I still ended up paying like a decent amount because I did buy like a lot of charms and I bought 2 necklaces. Like I bought extra charms because I think I might make 2 necklaces depending on how it turns out. Here's my unrelated charm necklace thing that I found. But like these have been, I saw this a while back and I was like, this is so cool, I need to get it. And then I saw it again and here it is. It's like just a little box, but it's a frog and it like opens up and I love it. I need to figure out what I want to put in it. So let me show you all that I got. First thing that we have obviously are my charms that I got from the secondhand thrift store. They're gonna be kind of hard to see, but you will see them later. So I got like 10 or something. And then I also got, and I don't know if I'm gonna end up using this, but it is a converter for clasps to make it just like magnetic. So instead of having to clasp something, you can just use the magnets. And then at Hobby Lobby, so I got 2 different types of chains. So I have more of like this chunky chain, but it's nice because you can adjust the sizing on it so I can kind of see where I want it to fall. And then I have more of like a slender one, but you cannot adjust the size on this one. Okay, so those are the 2 chains that I have to work with, and these come with clasps and everything. So hopefully it should be really easy to assemble these necklaces. Some hardware that I got. So I'm hoping to use mostly these, so it's 6mm round split rings. And so it's like the rings that overlap each other. So I'm hoping to use these because I think these will be the most secure. And to go with that, this was on sale, is a split ring plier to help open the split rings. Now, if the split rings don't work, I just wanted to get like a lot of backups because I didn't want to have to go to the store again, and I will use these in future projects, I'm sure. I did get 6mm round jump rings, so that's like the normal ring that you probably would use. And then I also got some that are like textured oval ones because I thought that these were really cool. Okay, and now the fun part. So I wanted to get some filler charms. So I have like the really cool, like different charms, but I wanted like some little ones to kind of like fill it up more. So I got some different options. And again, oh wait, oh, I guess I did grab these. Some of these things I like forgot that I got. I did not need to get these many. Like, I went overboard, but it was fun. Okay, so I got these mini lockets, and each locket has a different colored gem on it. And all of these I got are like all gold. Like, I'm doing a gold theme, but they did have a lot of silver options too. So yeah, they actually open up and you can put something inside, but they're just tiny. Got that. I got these jeweled fruit charms. Then these ones are like some of my favorite. I'm excited to use these. It's kind of like a faux pearl. It's a plastic pearl charm. And then these are ones I forgot I got, but I guess I got them. I don't remember putting these in my bag, but anyway, they were on sale for $1.37. It's little flowers. And then the last one I got, which I'm also really excited with, because I think I can do a lot with these, like to take them apart from the bunches. And it's like these little mini gem ones. Now, from home, I found these pliers. So I don't know if I'll need to use them, but I didn't buy these, but I just had these already like at my house. So I'm gonna be using those too. So we got all of our stuff. So let's see if we can figure out how the heck to do this. I'm really excited. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is just try on these two chains separately and see which one I like the most or what I think will look good with each one. So this one here is not size adjustable. Okay, so that's like a really short one, which there's a time and place for this. It's like more of a choker. I don't know if you can see that. We'll see. I still might end up doing something with it, but I'm not sure if that's exactly what I'm wanting, which is too bad because I do like how this chain looks. But let's try the other one. And this one's size adjustable, so I think that this one will work out for me. Yeah, like this length, I like the size adjustable one. So I think we're gonna start with this one and kind of have that one be our main one, like use most of the good charms on this one. And then whatever's left, I might end up doing something with the choker one. We will just see. Okay, so I marked the center on this one so we can keep everything balanced. And I'm gonna take my charms and kind of lay them out where I want them so you also can see like what charms I got. Like I got this amazing sun charm, which I think is gonna be in the middle. These are so cute, like I'm so excited. Okay, so I have smaller ones on the end. I'm not sure if I want the smaller ones to go in more. Let me see if I switch these two, if I like that. Okay, I think I like the smaller ones not on the ends just to give it some variety. So I'm gonna mess around with, I think for some of these I can use the split rings, but I think for others their holes might not be like small enough or whatever. I might need to use some of the oval texture ones. So I'm just gonna try to like figure this out. Okay, so I just put the first charm on and here's what I've learned. You definitely need two types of plier things. So having, even though this isn't like a normal plier, I can kind of use it as a normal one, but you need two grippy things to be able to open and close the jump rings. So something, okay, unless you have like nails of steel. So for this first charm, it's a thicker, you know, opening. So I went ahead and used one of the oval, oh that is so cute, one of the oval jump rings, like the textured oval jump rings with that, and I think that worked really well. But now, for the other charms, like the smaller ones, I think what I'm gonna do is take these split rings, and I did this one, and put them all on the charms, like that. Okay, then I think I will use the textured oval jump rings to then connect these to that because I want these to dangle a little bit lower than they would. So I'm gonna use those split rings to give it a little bit more length. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take all the little charms and put the split rings on them. This definitely did help, but I did kind of need to use this too. So you use this to like open it up and then I can slide it onto here and twist it through. I kind of use the other pliers to help twist it through. I've added the split rings to all of them. I think I'm going to have 5 rings in between each gem, and I wanted it to be an odd number of rings in between, because then when I fill it in, I can have like a pearl on that, you know, middle number, so it just looks really nice and even. So now I'm gonna take these textured jump rings and split them open, put them on this, and then hook them onto the chain. Just when you're doing this, just be mindful to make sure your charm is facing the way that you want it to be facing when you put it on. So to do this, I'm taking my 2 pliers. Gosh, these things are hard to pick up. And grabbing them close to where the opening on the ring is. And then I'm just kind of bending them in opposite directions so then it will pull open. So it bends open like that. And now I'm going to hook it on to my charm. Make sure I'm putting it on the correct one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this one. And then you just bend it back. Just make sure it's really snug and that the 2 ends are touching each other. And that's it. So now I have 2 on here. I'm just going to repeat that process for the rest of them. Okay, I finished, but I think I'm going to fix a couple things on it. Some of these charms were put on backwards, like the main one, but okay, so here it is. I love the look of it, but the charms on the end definitely are too high up, because when I actually put them on, it's like you can't even see them. So I need to make the gap in between smaller. So instead of doing 5 links between each charm, I'm just gonna do 3. Still an odd number, but that should make it significantly smaller, so that way there aren't any charms like up where my neck, like the side back of my neck is. So I'm just gonna make those adjustments to it, but I already like love this so much. So this is so much fun. Okay, I made the changes. Here it is. I absolutely am loving it. I think it is so cute. The only problems I'm having with it, and I think it's just the chain that I picked, is the chain keeps on twisting, which kind of messes like how the charms are laying. So I feel like if you're just like going about your everyday life, that they're probably gonna get a little tangled and twisted. So that's something that you're gonna have to like adjust throughout the day. This still is like absolutely gorgeous. So like fun and eclectic, and like no one's gonna have the charms that I have. And I really, really like it. I don't know that I want to add anything else to like this specific one. I just think it's perfect as it is. But I do want to mess around with other chain I got and the other charms and see, maybe like come up with something. I think that style of chain is probably going to be the better option. This flat chain I think would have laid flatter than this like twisty, like chunky one that I have. So that's okay. I'm trying to think if maybe I want to, and maybe I'll just like in the future make this longer, like it extending necklaces, make it longer, put the charms on this chain, because I do think that this one would look better with the charms that I have. But for the time being, like this is super cute and I really like it. So I'm gonna mess around with this one and see what I can figure out, and I will let you guys know. Hey friends, so I accidentally filmed this in slow motion. We love that. So I ended up doing something crazy and took all the charms off and added them to this other chain. I was able to extend it. I kind of put like a bunch of the rings together and extended it, and I also used that magnetic clasp that I showed you earlier in the video. So what I'm pointing out here is it looks like the music note and like the flower thing on the end is like still too high up, but I'm really liking the placement of everything else. So I'm just debating whether or not I want to take those last 2 charms off, or if I just want to move all of them closer to include it. But if you can't tell by my face, I obviously am obsessed with how it looks. I'm so glad I switched it to the other chain. So let's see what Natalie does. Okay, I took the 2 on the ends off, so I just have the 5 charms on here, and I think I actually really like it. I will save those charms and probably use them for another project or even turn them into a stitch marker or something for knitting. But I am absolutely obsessed, and first of all, I'm just so happy I found this charm right here. I think this is just such a showstopper, and it really just like completes the look, having that big star flower looking thing in the middle. But I am just so happy with how this turned out. It was very easy. It did take a lot of time just because like opening and closing all of the jump rings and everything takes a lot of time, and it's like very tedious. So definitely put on like a fun show or movie or something, or listen to some good music while you're doing it. But I've never made jewelry before, really. I've done maybe a couple earrings. Okay, so I have made some jewelry, but not a lot. Like, I'm not a jewelry making person, and this was very easy, and the supplies are really cheap, especially since I found them 50% off and I got my charms secondhand. So I'm gonna do the math to see exactly how much this was. I'm trying to remember how much this chain was. My charms were a total of $1.25 for 5 of them. And then how much was the chain? Okay, so one of the chains was $7.99 and the other one was $4.49. I can't remember which one was which, so let's just go ahead and go with the higher one. So it was $8, which means I paid $4 because it was 50% off. So I paid a total of $5.25 for this necklace. Oh, and then I guess the jump ring. So let's just say like it was under $10 pretty much, like when it's all said and done for this, versus you go to like a charm bar and it's gonna be almost like $150 or more to get a charm necklace. So this was definitely a win. I'm so happy that I did this, and this is gonna be such a fun piece of jewelry to have for the summer. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me while I did this little DIY. I'm just so happy with the results. I really appreciate you being here and taking the time to watch my videos. If you liked it, please hit like. If you want to see more of my videos, hit subscribe. If you want to get reminded about my videos, then hit subscribe and then press the little bell so it will turn the notifications on. If you see something like, write a comment, suggestion, comment, concern, whatever. But yeah, this was so much fun, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.